Well, hello everyone. I've been wanting to go back to making YouTube videos again, and what better way to do it than to build a new PC? Let's start off with the motherboard. I went for a Socket 1700 Micro ITX, Mini ITX motherboard from ASRock. Honestly, it doesn't matter too much which brand it is, as long as it does what I need it to do. I picked this one because on Gigabyte and Asus models this heatsink is so tall you cannot actually mount a proper cooler on the CPU. Let's see what else do we have here. There's Wi-Fi antenna, SATA cables, some screws probably for M.2 devices. That's not a keyboard keycap. Yeah, the usual stuff, Velcro straps, that kind of stuff. We'll need them a bit later, I guess. Next comes our CPU. I went for this Core i5 12600K, which I bought used, so didn't really pay too much for it. It's also from the last series of Intel that were actually any good. Their newer models have all kinds of issues. This socket is kind of interesting in how the CPUs are not exactly square, they're longer than they're wide. So we remove the cap on the socket here. Let's see what the orientation is like. There should be an arrow somewhere in the corner. There it is over here. And on the socket it's also over there, so carefully. Goes in like this. And there we go, CPU mounted. I think I should next mount the SSD, because once I add the CPU cooler I'm probably gonna have a harder time reaching for this. I see two screws over here. And I'm sure the M.2 socket should be underneath this heatsink, but I don't. I'm unable with the small screwdriver. Let's try the larger one. Okay. I bought this Samsung 990 Pro, which should be about the nicest SSD money can buy right now. Let's unbox it. This SSD can achieve speeds of almost 8 GB per second. I guess this is where we need those screws from the packet. These tiny zip-tied bags can be a little bit difficult to open at times. There it is, an M.2 screw. Alright, nice and secure. There is a thermal pad on this heatsink. And that's our SSD mounted. And next comes this absolute unit from Deepcool. That's the AK500, a budget tower with 5 heat pipes. And it's a digital version which has a display that shows the temperature, which is pretty nifty. And looks like it tore a bit of the box here. Let's see, we've got the box with accessories. That's the mounting hardware. Looks like they even included a screwdriver and some paste. Suppose we could use that paste. Now look at that. It's a little bit dark outside because it's cloudy and snowy, so you cannot take it on camera very well, but this is an absolute unit of a cooler. And it will sit about like this when it's mounted. It pretty much covers the whole thing, doesn't it? Now to mount the cooler, there is this back plate. I think we need to click this into the other position. I wonder if it matters how it goes, probably not, but let's go with the Intel logo on top. Not the easiest location to reach here. Need to make sure it's tight, because it will be dealing with a lot of heavy load. Now two more. That should do it. There's also these things included, I'm not very sure what they're for. They don't seem to go anywhere in particular. These probably go like this. Just let me check. They need to match these holes. Yeah. So I really don't know what these are for. I'm putting them back in the back. Now we need these hand screws. Alright, should apply the thermal paste now. I have a rather odd way to do this. I like to manually spread it to make sure it covers everything properly. So I'm going to put quite a bit of it. And then try to manually spread it. Not the easiest paste to spread. The mounting pressure of the cooler should do the rest. Now about this cooler, before I mount it, I should remove the fan, which is held with clips on the sides. That should give me access to this screw here. And the other screw is apparently you actually remove this top piece to get access to the other screw here. So we remove this. And just swap the cooler on top. That's why they provided such a long screwdriver to be able to reach it through the hole. several turns on each side, but try not to screw only one side for too long because it may affect the paste spread. I think I reached the end of this clip. And this as well. Alright. There is also this thumb screw here, which I guess I don't have to tighten. So now I can attach the display piece back, which I think is attached via magnets. Yes, pretty strong magnets at that. I will leave removing this foil over here for when I mount it in the case. Now I don't think I will be using this fan, the stock deep cool fan. Instead, here's a 3-pack of Be Quiet fans, light wings. These have some RGB, look good, and they are quality fans. So let's unbox this and use them. Looks like they come with an ARGB hub. I probably won't be using this here, but will be pretty useful for some other projects. They are packed pretty nicely. Look at that, such a nice looking fan. These RGB fans, these also have the RGB connectors, so there's quite a lot of wiring going on. In order to mount this, I'm going to need to take these clips from the original deep cool fan. Attach them to the new Be Quiet fan. Just drop one. If I can fetch the one that fell off. There it is. It's mounted so that the wires come out on the bottom. Alright, so looks like these cables here have a channel to go into from here. This will hold them into place when mounting the fan. Like so. That should make it easier to mount the fan without needing to hold them down. There it is, fully mounted. Now let's install the memory modules. I bought this G-Skill Trident Z5 memory. Should be pretty nice, probably Hynix M-die or something, maybe A-die. I chose the silver core because I thought it would be cool. This is 6400 CL32 RAM, so nothing too special, but it's decent. Let's see how it's supposed to go in here. This is one of those motherboards that only open on one side, not a big fan of that. Okay, to enter this way. Why does it seem like it will also enter the other way? Oh, no, it won't. Okay, so this is the correct orientation then. Not sure it clicked properly. But maybe it did. And here's the other one. Alright. Now it is properly in. What else did we provide here? A sticker. And whatever this is. This RAM is almost blocking the view here, pretty much, under the fan. If I need to reach something down there, it will be difficult. I'll sort this cable mess a bit later, but let's at least connect this USB, which is for the display on top of the cooler. This motherboard only has one USB header, but I guess we'll use it for this. It's over here. And if I can stick this somewhere so it's not visible, it will be ideal. The CPU fan hooks over here. And there is this RGB header that hooks right next to it. It is a little bit more difficult to stick in. Quite a bit more difficult, in fact. There's these tiny holes that you have to hit with the pins. Okay, there it is. Let's stick it over there somewhere out of the way. As for this long CPU cable, I can use a little pipe, maybe like this. And try to also stuff it out of the way somehow. Honestly, when you're working with mini ITX, there's not much that can be done to make things tight. I suppose something like this. Maybe I can figure something out after mounting it in the case. we need this header to attach the other RGB fans to it, because other than this one I've also used the other two in the box. And now it's time to unbox the case. This is a Lian Li TU150. I bought this used because it wasn't available new anymore and I really wanted it. It's a little bit heavy, I think aluminium. Got a good deal for it as well, and it's in pretty good condition for being used. However, looks like the previous owner took all the screws for himself and I didn't even notice that when I bought it, so I had to figure out what screws to use to mount things. It will be particularly difficult for the 2.5 and 3.5 inch drives, because they have proprietary screws. Now let's begin to take it apart so that we can start mounting things. We can remove the glass panel first. Top panel, there is a carry handle by the way, no, very nice carry handle. The whole panel comes off. On the rear panel, also the front I think should be able to come off as well. All come off fairly easily. So first things first, we should mount this rear fan, because it looks like once the motherboard's inside, it will be very difficult to reach. Let's pull another fan out of the box. Very nice. Since there is some ability to put it lower or higher up, I guess I'm not gonna tighten it all the way, because when the motherboard's inside, I'll be able to put it be exactly behind the heatsink. I couldn't find many fan screws, so I'm only going to put 2 per fan. Let's see if it can even take this kind of screws, these fans. Takes the screws. Might have over tightened it a bit. Right, let's get all the cables out of the way and insert the motherboard. Which has gotten a little dusty since yesterday. This will be a tight fit. maybe too tight. Wow. Okay, this is unexpected. The rear fan won't let me install the motherboard properly. Looks like this cooler is a little bit too big for what I had in mind. I guess there will be no rear fan then. Unexpected. Maybe a thinner fan will go in. This will go in the front then. Should have gotten a smaller cooler, I guess. Yeah, that's better. It goes in completely. The motherboard down. The last screw will be a little bit difficult to access, it seems. Yeah, that's nasty. Let's mount this fan in front then. Probably have to remove the dust filter. Total 4 screws in. There, it's not going anywhere. And just got to mount the filter back. Let's see how it goes. Next, let's unbox these Silent Wings 4 fans and use them as a bottom intake. These are very high quality fans and seem to actually come with some accessories, unlike the light wings. Let's see. It's a nice thick and heavy fan. Very well made and very quiet apparently. let's check what accessories come with it. Oh nice, it actually comes with mounting screws. Oops. Also this looks like a rubber mount. No, it's plastic. What the hell are these? Probably some sort of anti-vibration mounts. And these things are like something that's supposed to go in the corners of the fan. Like, oh, I think you can remove these and use this instead. These are not the same. These look like regular corners for screws. So what are these? You probably need to use these plastic things if I'm going to mount it here. Well, I guess we're going to figure it out. Let's unbox the other one as well. I'm gonna take it, these are the recommended ones to use since they are mounted by default. Okay. Now let's see how we're going to mount these. Probably should remove the rear. Something fell off. The PCI bracket. Okay, so these should be intakes, so like this, with the cable going down and through the hole. Right there. I'm probably going to need to do this with screws though. I'm not too sure how this is supposed to work. Let's see if I can figure it out. Seem to be 4 of these and 4 of these. Do you just like take it in? Is there some sort of user manual? There is. Alright, it's basically what I thought. I pretty much put this rubber ground and push it right in. I see. It doesn't go in very difficult. It's indeed convenient. And probably takes a lot of the vibration out of it. And that's one end. Now for the other one. Cable to the hole. To move this one a little bit further back. To make more space for the other one. Accessory box and take these mounting thingies. There's the pin and the rubber link, and then I just push it into the hole. Holding surprisingly well for not being a screw. Wonder what the benefits are other than toolless installation. Probably that's the main point of this toolless installation. Alright. Pretty nice. And the last major component left to unbox and mount is the power supply. I went for this Corsair unit. It had to be SFX because the case only takes an SFX power supply. Found a good deal for this on Amazon. Comes with some small booklet. There is the unit, and indeed it looks pretty small, getting cute. And what else is here? They include mounting screws, which is excellent. Also some zip ties. Power cable, always nice to have. This thing here, I wonder what this is. Is this? Yeah, this is an adapter bracket to use it as in an ATX case. I'm gonna need this. These are all the modular cables, of which we're probably not gonna be able to make. Since there aren't really all the main devices to connect. Alrighty. What's this? Silent operation and tool to moderate volts. In this mode, did they need to do that here? Will it leave any residue when I take it off? Just now one cute power supply. Okay, then let's mount it to the case. The case has this extension power cable that is supposed to plug into the unit. The power supply mounts over here in the front. Let me check if the camera can see is this. Now I have to move it a little. Can't really see it very well, but well, that's what it is. So the power supply with the fan down and this rear side. Like so. We come right over here. Into the screws or over here in this back. Included quite a few. Drop that one. You don't even see the last hole. Doesn't even have one down there. We have to zip tie these cables together later. But yeah. Let's see if the phone will be able to focus. It seems to be struggling a little bit, probably because of the black internals. But yeah, this is pretty much how it ended up. Final thing to add for now is this Samsung 870U SSD for some extra storage, for things that don't need the speed of NVMe, and to use the 2.5-inch mounting point to the case, otherwise it will go to waste, and the SATA ports on the motherboard as well. These are still surprisingly expensive nowadays. I would have thought they would start to go down in prices by now, but for some reason they don't. This is a 1 terabyte drive. the SSD is supposed to mount over here, like so. However, it mounts with some proprietary screws that I don't have, so I will need to figure out some sort of solution. Maybe some regular screws with some spacers might do the trick. Actually, it seems like regular screws can do it just fine if you tighten them while holding it in place. No need for spacers. Which is good. Solves one of the problems. There we go. Now we need the SATA cable. Okay, it's clicked in. And also a SATA power cable. There's two types that came with the power supply. These with straight connectors and these with angled connectors, which would be better here. I think an angled connector. Let's use the last one. It's difficult to push in from this side though. Okay, and that's pretty much it for the build. Just need to cable manage, connect everything, and start installing Windows. And after plugging everything in and managing the cables, this is how it ended up. That's pretty much the completed system. Only thing left now is the graphics card, which I want to get on 4060 Ti 16GB for this, but current prices for them are way overpriced in my opinion, so I will wait for a discount. Hope one happens soon. Till then I guess I will use it with integrated graphics for I don't know something. Let's close the side panel now. And we can now peel the foil. Oh, the peel. This is so satisfying. Alright, let's install Windows 11 then. Let's go with some standard settings and we'll add the license code later. Select Pro, and that's it. Here it is, the finished machine in all its beauty and glory. Enjoy!